My name is Andrew Holz, and I've been part of North Lake Little League for this will be my 10th season, so we've been coaching since T-ball, and this will be my son Grayson's last year. And but anyway, the reason we're here is because in a recent board meeting we kind of identified some areas that we can improve upon as a league, and having some hopefully digital assets and some handouts and things like that to kind of help coaches teach kids how to pitch and how to throw correctly would be a really important thing to have. And so these two guys are the right guys for this job. So first guy here is Mick. So Mick played college ball and professionally, played for the Dodgers, and I guess you didn't have as much as what Eric Gagne, who won the Cy Young, had, so it didn't work out as well. But
they're always behind somebody.
But anyway, Mick has been a coach, an all-star coach in our little league before, and now his son Mason is
Cardinals. See the hats? So,
so anyway, he's given a lot of his time, and he's volunteering his time. So really appreciate you doing that.
Yep.
Josh Shore played at Inglemore for Craig Bishop, who runs this program and still is the coach at Inglemore High School. And Josh played at Everett Community College as well as Albertson College, and is a professional pitching coach. He works for EL1. I know he's also a coach for the Merchants program. Gets paid to do it, and he also does private lessons. And I can attest that the ace pitcher on my 12U Merchants team is being coached by Josh, and he is just taking his game to a new level. So both very good guys, very qualified to talk about this. So I'm not, so I'm going to let these guys take it from here. So
real quickly, guys. Obviously, the intent of tonight is a lot of interaction, right? I mean, if you want to know, ask a question. Certainly, we'll provide some information as possible, but the goal is for you to be able to work with the kids, and be able to teach them the right way. What I mean by saying the right way is so that they're going to enjoy what they're doing, because let's be real, they're little leaguers right now, right? Very impressionable, and as much as I love this sport, there aren't a lot of kids that are signing up to play it, right? So you're the next guys that encourage the kids to continue to play. So a positive experience now will hopefully get to us in a few years, because that's the end goal out of this. And I'm not saying they have to play for Merchants, but for most of you, maybe Inglemore, that would be great. If not, we'll help awful too. But end of day, make sure that you're asking those questions. I mean, we're going to give you the basics, is what I would say, is literally the basics, so that you can take a kid who's never thrown a baseball before with intent to a catcher, to enjoying it, and hopefully seeing the benefits of that so that they continue down that path. But that's really what I wanted to get out, was to say, hey, if you're wondering what and how, ask so that you can give them the basics, and then continue that process. Because how many practices do you get in the Little League, right? How many opportunities do you get where the weather is fine? And they're 8 to 12, so you got 5 minutes to get their attention. And then after that, you may not get it back. So make it enjoyable. I mean, and how many of you guys are fathers of your children? Probably everybody? Good.
I'm talking to father a bunch.
The players, let's put it that way. Are you coaching your kid? I wanted to speak to that just as a personal note. Obviously, I've now done it now for a long time and been with him from where you're at to currently where I'm at. And that involves high school and in here as well. It's really easy, and there's plenty of stuff out there right now that you'll see the TikTok dad, right? The head coach of your own kid. It's important that you're just as encouraging to your son as you are to your other kids. And that's a tough balance. But treat them just like everybody else. That would be my advice, because ultimately you could have just as much of a negative effect on your son as a positive effect. And that is important because kids right now, like I said earlier, are not enjoying baseball nearly as much as they once did. I think a big part of that is they're not playing. With the pandemic, we're all standing here in masks, and I'm going to struggle with this for the rest of the night because it likes to fall down. But the kids have to want to be there and want to enjoy it. And you guys are the stewards to that. You're their ambassador to having fun again, hopefully. And then getting outdoors and things warming up should all help. But tonight, as you'll see in here, we've given you a few things. We want to make sure that it's just as much interactive as it is us just standing up here and regurgitating those things. I have played a lot of baseball, but I did not play at this level. I did not have the advantage of being in a little league organization to play baseball where I grew up. So I live vicariously through coaching and seeing it now and going, hey, this is what we're providing these kids and the opportunities to do that. So just know how important that is, because there's a lot of opportunities that kids don't get out there. So instead of continuing to ramble, I'll let Josh do his thing, but ultimately ask questions, because we're really here to help you individually or as a collective whole.